I don't know how to say this, fellas, but this update very much disappointed me. And you might ask me, hey Mr. Beard, what are you talking about? I thought you liked the night vision. I'm not talking about this update. I'm talking about the update that came out, I think 2 years ago or 1 year ago. Who remembers? It's about the gore update. Yes, today's video I'm gonna talk about the gore update and how disappointed I was when it came out. The gore update was actually advertised as being something that will turn your stomach upside down when they release it into the game. And as you know, updates in the aisle take up to like 6 months to finish and to be pushed out to the public. I think the gore update took something like 1 or 2 months, and then it came out after the last update before it. When I saw that, I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited, let me see what I've been cooking. And in reality, they didn't really cook that much. I mean, we got the intestines for the diets, we got the skeletons for each dinosaur when you eat from them and they turn into a skeleton. And what else did we get? I can't even remember, because the gore update to me was disappointing, and this is why. Number one thing that I expected to come with this update was blood in water. Oh my god, I've been asking for this so long in the aisle. Blood in water, just like Man-Eater. You know, when Dinosaur kills something in the water or something happens in the water, I just want the blood to just make a cloud, a red cloud in the water, whatever a prey died to a Dinosaurus or whatever that killed it in the water. Oh my god, is that too much to ask for gore? I expected that so much with the gore update, and to me, that didn't come with a gore update. And oh my god, I want that in the aisle, my friends, because I think that would be amazing and very cool and very juicy. Also, with this, you can make blood actually flow down rivers. If the blood in the water is actually in a river, it can flow down the river and it will just create a cool red pattern, and people will know something died in that water, something is in there. For example, Dinosuchuses, now I think a lot of them just keep bodies in the water, but now if there would be blood in the water, everybody will see that blood around in the water and they will know something died there, and there's probably a Dinosuchus there. So Dinosuchuses could actually just put a thing off the water, like on the shore or something. It gives so much possibilities just to add blood in water. Is that too much to ask? Number two that I expected with the gore update, and these are just ideas to me that came out in like 10 minutes. I think they would be cool for a dinosaur game that's not meant for children and it's meant for adults, because it's a horror game, a scary game. And yeah, number two is ripping heads off of bodies and just running around with the head of a dinosaur you just killed. I know that sounds gruesome, but that's what gore is. And as a dinosaur, if I want to, I can just rip the head off of a dinosaur and just run around with it, and maybe there's a little vertebra of the spine poking out of the head, you know, just realistically. And that would make people who actually see that, a dinosaur running around with a dryo head, for example, just turn their stomach upside down, just like they promised us. And it's something I would like to see in the game. Number three, just ripping any body part out there and just running around with it. I think that's just something I would like to see in this game. If you're a scavenger and you don't really want to just chill there forever and take meat chunks out of the body, just rip an arm off and run with it, you know. And like scavengers will make so much sense, and the bodies on the ground that they scavenge from would make so much sense and will look so much gruesome and cool that, oh my god, it doesn't that sound amazing to you guys? Just ripping the arms off of something, or the leg or the tail or the head, and just run with it. That to me is like something gore should have brought to the game, but again, they spent like 2 months on the gore between updates, and yeah, just got like intestines and stuff. Number four that annoyed me that didn't come with a gore update is basically no damage done to a player that basically kills them and they have nothing to do about it. They can't do anything about it. What I mean by this is basically, imagine you're a dinosaur, a Cerato fighting an Allosaurus, and the Allosaurus just punches you to eternity, and let's say you escape. Well, that Allosaurus might actually just ripped your jaw off, and you have to run away without the jaw. One, you can't hunt anymore. Two, you're screwed. So you have to literally sit down and literally die and wait you until you die. You bleed out. Even if you don't bleed out, your bleed just stops. You don't have a jaw anymore. So you basically just run around. You look scary. You just get skinnier and skinnier because you lose hunger. You lose everything. And you basically have to look at your gruesome body, how that Allosaurus literally cut you in pieces and left you for dead. That to me just sounds sounds amazing. And this idea actually came to me when I remember I've seen a crocodile video on YouTube about crocodiles actually hunting. I used to watch crocodile documentaries on YouTube, and I've seen a crocodile in those documentaries attacking a zebra, and it literally grabbed the stomach of the zebra and ripped it open. The zebra ran away of the water, but the intestines were literally everywhere behind it. And that's what I mean when I say I want something like that in the aisle. A kind of damage to you that literally leaves you for dead. You just look at your belly open and you have nothing to do about it. That's not something you heal. You just slowly die. Maybe it takes like 30 minutes like the jaw. Maybe it takes like 2 minutes with your intestines. You just faint and you don't never wake up. It's something gruesome that others that see it happen might actually be like, Jesus, what did I just see, right? And yeah, I understand that damage is kind of like, oh, players cannot escape anymore. That kind of damage can literally be implemented that it happens like what, in 3-4% of situations. So it's not, you can be in like 20 fights and nothing like that happens to you, but there's special cases where actually that happens to you. And players should also take into account that if I go into a fight with that thing, I might not come out. Even if I'm faster than it gives me bleed. Oh, I just run away and hide because I'm faster. Oh, but maybe it breaks my leg, literally rips my leg away from me and just leaves me for dead. That might happen, and it's something to the players to take into account when they attack something, or when they escape a Dinosaurus. Maybe like 30% of the times it rips your head, it rips your leg, it rips your intestines open, and you're just dead. Even if you escape, Dino just walks on land and picks you up because you fainted, because gruesome gore. That's what I want from gore. That's what I wanted from gore. More gore in this game, right? More stomach turning, like the developer said. Number 5, I wish they would add something that you could eat your prey alive. What do I mean by this? Well, there's 2 variants actually. Number 1, you're an omniraptor, you jump on something, you start eating from it like flesh, and then you run away. Actually, if omniraptors, this could actually help with the diets. If you're a loner omniraptor, you have like stego on your diet. What lonely omniraptor is in his right mind to attack a fully grown stegosaurus? He just doesn't get his diet? Well, just goes there, jumps on a stego, starts eating from it, gets the diet what he needs, and runs away. That stego's gonna bleed, not to death, but is gonna take some damage, and that omni got some food that's it on its diet and just runs away. Boom, idea for the aisle. It literally, where the omni ate, you can make it like a whole gore, again, gruesome, stomach turning. It will actually help the diet system, and it will actually be cool. Number 2, in that variant, let's say you're an omni again and you attack a Dryosaurus. You break his leg, you rip his leg out like the past idea. That Dryo just sits on the ground slowly dying. You start eating from it while that Dryo is literally typing in chat, well, I'm being eaten by an omni right now. People watching that from the outside will literally see a Dryo that's still alive and omnis just start eating from it. Bears do this in real life. Bears don't kill their prey, just immobilize it and start eating it from it alive. They don't care. That's nature, basically. So why not add that into the aisle, my friends? I mean, that in my opinion would be cool, right? That in my opinion will be amazing. Literally, again, with the broken bones, ripping bones, arms, legs, whatever. You don't have to kill a para with a Rex. You just break his leg, it falls over, it's GG's. You start eating from it alive. You don't have to kill it. It's gonna die anyways, right? So that in my opinion would be cool. Number 6, please add more blood. Literally, when something is bleeding, I want to see like literally bleed. Where depends how fast they bleed, depends how big the wound is, let's be honest. But if there's a big wound, I want to see the whole grass under the creature red, because that's the gore I want. I literally see a blood forest in front of me when I bleed something the size of a Parasaurolophus, right? If I like cut it in pieces, I hope this comes added with the Giganotosaurus, because giga blood, yes. When something's bleeding, I want to see it bleed. I don't just want to smell like drops of blood somewhere on the grass. I want to see it with my eyes. I want to look at it and see, oh my god, something bled here, right? I want that in the aisle. I don't know, maybe it's just me, guys. Number 7, I wanted to see with the gore update something like lasting scars. Let's say you go in a fight with a Triceratops and you get out of that fight victorious. Well, maybe you don't have a horn horn anymore, and you have to live your life without a horn anymore. Reduce damage, you have a scar, you look badass, you look cool. Another example, you go in a fight with an Allosaurus, you escape that fight, you, oh my god, I'm victorious. Well, your eyes is literally popped out of your brain and eventually will fall down of your head. That thing will heal, and basically you don't have an eye anymore. That would look badass but also gruesome, and it actually would make elders, whoever reaches elder and more scars they have, you know that guy has been through a lot. You know that guy deserves to have like secret mutations, strains or whatever, right? That, in my opinion, would be amazing. Scars on your body that aren't just like cuts, right? Cuts on your body. Something to see that guy has taken damage, not just like some scars like I cut my skin with a butter knife, you know, something like to, you see that guy 100 meters ahead of you, that guy literally doesn't have his right arm, that something bit off his right arm and now he lives without his right arm. For some dinosaurs that's not a problem. A Rex, for example, sure, what is he gonna do with his little arms? Sure, rip it out. But for an Allosaurus that maybe has a claw attack, who knows, or a Spinosaurus, that's actually a big deal. So now, you know, for a Spino to not have an arm, that's actually a big deal. He can't scratch as good anymore. In my opinion, that's also gruesome to look at. It's cool, it's nice, and also it acts as mechanics, as something to implement in the game to affect the gameplay style, something more players could think about before they go into a fight. That's basically all I had in this video with ideas, right? I want you guys to tell me down in the comments if you enjoy these ideas, what other ideas you have for gore, because I know the developer said as the game progresses they will add more gore. Well, please add more of these things, because I want this game to turn my stomach upside down, just like you said is gonna happen. Leave your ideas down below in the comments. If you made it into this point, please subscribe, because I know like 93% of the people who watch me are not subscribed. Just add me on the shelf of other subscriptions you have. Just let the dust come on me. I don't care. Just subscribe if you like my content. Alright, fellas, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think. Think me like, dislike if you didn't like it, or liked it. On, yeah, leave your thoughts and opinions down below. I'll be reading them. Have a nice one, fellas.